we are underway with an impromptu match here to kick off Action Clash.
CMD had a lot to say about his intentions and his mindset going into Haas, but Walker 13 and Zach Johnson have come out here on behalf of Kenzie Page to, as CMD put it, soften up the castaway, apparently, before their confrontation at the heart of the Southern 16 tournament, Carmen.
Well, we heard from Kenzie herself. Her intentions were loud and clear. She told Walker, make sure that Dan does not get to Haas, and if he does, make sure he is wounded. And if there's a person for the job, it is that man right there, Walker 13.
Oh, when you need to send in the big guns, you definitely call up Walker 13. One of the biggest, most dominant monsters that has invaded New South in the past couple years.
Has absolutely been an incredible asset thus far to our champion, Kenzie Page.
But you can't count out Cabana Man Dan.
And going for that tornado DDT.
But no! Well, perhaps there's no overcoming the raw power of someone like Walker 13.
Sternum first to the top rope. Charges in. Dan ducks the boot. And now, now it is Walker 13 who is on the wrong side from a stomp from Dan onto the hands.
We can't act like Dan hasn't been in this situation before. Up against monsters, up against much higher weight classes, having to use his creativity.
Caught by Walker 13.
And his ingenuity to overcome the weight and size difference. But right now, he's not only got that, he probably has the numbers working against him with Zach Johnson out here, although Zach Johnson looking like he's bowing out from getting into any of the action.
Going for that DDT one more time. To your point. Zach Johnson holding the foot.
Zach Johnson drags CMD off the ropes, bouncing off the apron. And Zach Johnson goes into the ring post.
CMD looking fired up here. Of course, to your point earlier, CMD is someone who's been to war time and time again. There's a reason this man is the longest reigning New South heavyweight champion in history. And up until the GCW versus New South show, was also the longest reigning tag team champion in New South history.
Tag team champion, former New South champion.
It's a man that's done it all.
A man who's won Haas. He's earned pretty much every accolade there is to earn in New South. And even more in the realm, in the wider world of independent wrestling besides. Dan has been all over the place, face all comers. He is a fighter, a fighting champion, a fighting wrestler. But right now, some of the fight might be driven out of him by the humongous foot of Walker 13, who has absolutely no regard or respect for the accomplishments and the career of somebody like Cabana Man Dan. Walker 13 is just a monster, here to do Kenzie Page's bidding, to cause pain, and to cause destruction.
And what a job he is doing right now as he delivers another elbow to the back of CMD. The veteran catches the top rope.
CMD is smart and cagey and knows just how to take down somebody bigger, but we've seen...
German suplex!
Just like that, we've seen the viciousness and the willingness of Walker 13 to go that extra step to just absolutely destroy an opponent.
And now choking the life out of CMD. Again, I'm not even sure if this is about a victory for Walker 13, rather. I'm sure a victory would be nice.
A win would be nice, but you know that Walker 13 is out here for no other reason than the champion, Kenzie Page, the entitled, just...
Speak your mind, Ryan. Speak your mind.
Entitled brat that she is, carrying that belt.
Walker's going for a pinfall.
She's ordered Zach Johnson and Walker Hayes, her cronies, out here to make sure that her match with Cabana Man Dan, as inevitable as it is, will not be a fair fight.
And of course, as mentioned by CMD earlier, the reason why Kenzie Page is not here, she's currently defending her NWA Women's Tag Team Championship ship.
Yeah.
Right now at Nuff Said in Tampa, Florida. Meanwhile, up on the shoulders of Walker 13.
Oh!
CMD with a Hurricane Rana sends Walker to the floor.
Right out through the ropes. And I will agree with CMD. Say what you want about Kinsey and her attitude. Oh! Walker just served up Zach Johnson to CMD's sliding kick. And now CMD driven into the ring post. And yeah, like you said, any means necessary. Walker 13 will get the job done. But yeah, say what you want about Kinsey Page. Say what you want about her attitude. She is a fighting champion. She is one of the toughest, most brutal combatants in New South. But lately, ever since winning that belt, I just can't help but feel that Kinsey's attitude has gone right into the gutter. She's let it go to her head.
She's gone power hungry.
She really has. She really has.
I mean, you heard it. The words she said to Cabana Man Dan all the way back at Winter Wars Rumble. Basically accusing CMD of walking out on us. And in her mind, she's the one that picked up the pieces, and she is the one that holds this place together.
Mm-hmm. I mean, agree with that or not, you can't argue with what Kinsey Page has accomplished, but you also can't ignore the fact that Kinsey Page has let the title and the responsibility of it go to her head to the point where she's not only standing up and mouthing off to veterans of this industry like Cabana Man Dan, but also the authority here at New South, our GM, Dump Sanders. Just running roughshod over New South and getting her way. And it's associating herself with individuals like Walker 13 that has allowed her to do that. She's surrounded herself with powerful friends.
And of course, Zach Johnson as well, and Kylie Alexa. CMD going for that Stinger splash, but caught in a bear hug.
Walker 13 just seems like an insurmountable obstacle here in front of Cabana Man Dan going into Haas. One of our final major shows coming up again, leading up into Haas season.
Our biggest show of the year, of course, the annual 2-night Haas tournament, March 3rd and 4th, taking place right here at Singin River Brewery. Be sure to get your tickets online now.
And Carmen, you know, if there's anybody who understands how important, how serious Haas is, it's CMD.
CMD, someone who has been to the top of the mountain, won that coveted orange jacket, and became #1 contender. Then, of course, became the longest reigning New South heavyweight champion in history. Charges in, spinning heel kick.
Winning the Haas was a huge catapult for CMD's career. Brought him back, in his own words, brought him back from the brink, Carmen.
Going for that tornado DDT one more time. This time connects. Walker 13 impaled.
Incredible to land that DDT on someone as big as Walker 13.
And still a kick out at 1.
There's just so much power left in that huge frame of Walker 13, Carmen.
What is it going to take for CMD to put away this monster, this behemoth?
It's probably going to take everything CMD has to give tonight, Carmen.
CMD diving, crossbody connects.
Unbelievable.
This time gets it too, but still the power of Walker 13 to just throw CMD right off of him.
Carmen, if this were a video game, CMD would have the normal health bar. Walker 13 would have the huge boss health bar that goes all the way across the screen. And CMD has only chiseled away maybe half of that.
That is an excellent analogy.
Walker 13 just as frustrated as CMD at his own inability to put him away, but again, perhaps not thinking so much about that victory, just trying to cause damage here, just trying to wear CMD out before his confrontation with Kinsey Page.
What is on the mind of Walker 13? It's going to take a while to get used to.
I don't want to know what's on the mind of somebody like Walker 13, Carmen. It'd probably give me nightmares.
I guarantee.
Walker 13 gives me nightmares.
As I say, I guarantee this is a nightmare right now for Cabana Man Dan as Walker 13 charges in full steam, putting that full body weight right into the sternum of the castaway. Now, CMD sent again, top turnbuckle right to the chest.
The fans firmly behind CMD here. But what can CMD do against such overwhelming power and presence?
Cabana Man Dan can't even stand on his own 2 feet right now. This match has been all Walker 13.
It really has. But, I mean, we've seen CMD go up against monsters before. We've seen CMD outclass.
Shipwrecked! Cabana Man Dan connects with a shipwrecked, and that is it!
Here is your winner, the Castaway, Cabana Man Dan!
Come on! The match is over! The match is over! And it looks like our champion, Kenzie Page, is going to get her wish.
Can we get some security out here? Seriously.
Can we get some help out here?
Hey! Come on, we need some security out here right now. Somebody, do something about this. Stop!
And our champion getting exactly what she wants. 1,000 miles away or not.
Victory or no victory, Zach Johnson and Walker 13 determined to fulfill the orders of Kenzie Page.
Absolutely sickening attack here. After the match, Cabana Man Dan won that match fair and square, and here we have Walker 13 and Zach Johnson just taking liberties on behalf of our champion.
Unbelievable, despicable actions by the henchmen. Let's call them what they are. The henchmen of Kenzie Page. But Dan determined to stand tall. Look at that, Carmen.
On his own 2 feet, there you have it, our winner, Cabana Man Dan.
What a warrior.
Well, certainly not the way we wanted our first match of the night to end, but either way, Cabana Man Dan picking up a huge victory as we head into the heart of the Southern 16. And of course, speaking of which, tonight, folks, we've got 2 Heart of the Southern 16 tournament qualifying matches, and we're going to get right into them.
Let's get right into the action, Carmen.
I survived tonight. I'm gonna survive horse.
Right here from the mouth of the man himself.